Can we do you want to do another Johnny Go Goots spritz? Nah, right? It's gonna get old.
Who's taking the lead on this one?
I'd like to.
You're out, pal. Hello and welcome back. It's the How We Doing pod. Is this sincere enough for you, pal?
I think you should do it again.
Yeah,
there's
I
just
hate
a
you
little
sometimes.
cheesy.
I'm just gonna give it. We're giving. We're like Santa Claus in July. It's August. Thanks for tuning back in. This is the How We Doing podcast. We're glad you could join us.
Yep.
Episode 25?
6?
26.
2 plus
26.
6.
See, we've been doing it for so long, I can't even keep track anymore.
See?
You don't have a notebook.
I don't have a notebook. I guess not.
That's wrong.
Well-
I'm wow. Yeah, our board says 22. We didn't update that.
Yeah.
I'm Nick.
You're Nick.
I'm Nick.
Chris.
I'm James.
Nice to meet you.
And together,
How we doing?
are the How We Doing podcast.
The How We Doing pod.
This is your first time joining us. Welcome. Thank you. You stumbled upon a great show.
Yep.
And we're going to give it to you.
Stumbled
Because that's
upon.
what we do. We give.
We give.
Why don't you, James, on that note, just give
Just
them
give him the juice. All
Give him
right.
the good
Good
things.
stuff.
Give him the good things.
Good
Good
stuff.
things. Good things.
All right. As Chrissy said, we are the How We Doing podcast. We're very, very excited to be delivering the good news.
Oh.
And that is that we want you.
We want you.
We want you. We encourage that by telling you to hold the freaking door. And we're one heartbeat, and we're going to make you feel it. A little bit more about the How We Doing pod. If this is the first time you're watching us, check out our other episodes. We're all about care, love, and respect for everyone. It's that good old agape love, right?
AGAPE. Look it up.
Yes, agape. And that is the universal love. So we're a movement, right? And
Yeah.
we like to deliver our message in a unique way through entertainment, and we're just scratching the surface with all that
Yeah.
fun stuff.
We're not going nowhere.
Going to give you guys meaningful content, and we're the podcast that makes you think, because we lead with humility, and we're all about caring about each other.
Right.
And we're expanding on that as we go along. We're very excited again to be here, so we're happy that you're tuning in. And if you have your coffee, take a nice sip. Everybody take a nice deep breath as we pull you away from the craziness and nurture our minds. How We Doing podcast? We're here.
How we doing? Go. We're in. Let's
We
go.
are here.
Where are we going? What are we doing? How we doing? What's for dinner?
Doing a lot of things.
Yeah. That was, are you okay? You're all right? That was
just-
kind of like a...
Yeah, it was. I needed a breath
didn't
of fresh air.
expect it.
We're in a basement, but I just need to make a disclaimer before we start the show. We stopped at 2 or 3 7-Elevens before we started. Unfortunately, we only have one bottle of Waiakea. We usually like to be loaded up and have our gas ready to go. I realized we had those other water bottles on the table. I just took them out of the shot. So, Chrissy, if you're thirsty, just let me know. We'll just keep it short and brief.
Thirsty.
No, it's
Yeah.
too soon. But because I'm not, I don't think we should condone any other water bottles on this table other than Waiakea.
Yeah, I hope YK is all right, man. I hope they're getting bottles out. Are they
They're
in Maui?
they're doing
I don't know.
all the work, man. They
Don't
are
mean to
just
sound not
they're-
knowledgeable.
They're actually doing.
they're doing a lot.
They're doing a lot over there. There's a lot of people suffering over
That's
in Maui.
tough, man.
Shout out to Maui. We hope that you guys are making it all right. And hope that you're getting enough help.
Yeah. Just want to acknowledge that this episode might be a little delayed from when the actual fires occurred, but our thoughts and prayers are still with you. no
Yeah,
matter
but
what.
who knows? By the time this episode comes out, they might still be dealing with it.
Oh yeah,
Hopefully
I'm
not.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still going to need
True.
resources and help
Yeah.
and prayers and all
They
that.
are.
Did we all have I think we all had a good day today. Rarity for How We Doing Thursday.
That is a rarity.
I had a
For
good
sure
day.
it is.
Weird
Yeah.
weather.
I was inside most of the day. I didn't really get to experience the weather, but
You're an indoor cat.
you know what was weird about today is I went to bed like an hour earlier than I usually do last night, and I woke up before my alarm, which never happens unless I got to use the bathroom or something. I like woke up twice before my alarm, but like usually that's exciting, right? Oh, I still have more time to sleep, but like my body and my mind, I wanted to start my day. Like I went back to sleep, but it was like garbage sleep. Like I wanted to start my day. It was very strange.
That's usually how I roll.
Yeah.
Once I'm up, I'm up.
Sleep is important though. Sleep is important.
Yeah, make sure you get your sleep. That's the bottom line. If you don't get your sleep, you're not giving yourself a full opportunity to be how we doing like.
Sleep is important. It might sound old.
Sleep fuels how we doing.
Get your sleep.
Get your sleep, you
Did you get to sleep at 9 o'clock last night? If not, you're gonna
Why
be.
did we go into that?
You're gonna ruin the day, mate.
You're gonna rue the day.
You're gonna ruin the day.
Okay,
Jeez,
maybe so we don't lose
Smashing.
them. We should tell them
Smashing.
a little bit about what we're gonna maybe talk about.
What are we
You know,
diving
we should tell them a
into for
little bit.
episode 26?
Sure.
So we don't lose them. We're talking about protecting your peace. Nico has a few interesting notes over there.
So, am I leading off, or are we gonna? have a-
Just maybe. Why don't you? Okay, so we're talking about peace. We're talking about.
No.
Batting last.
He's batting last. Okay,
I'm the closer. Well, I just got some inspiration.
All right.
Stuff, you know,
Chrissy has a
usual
quote.
note stuff.
Chrissy has a quote. Maybe you surprise them with the quote.
I don't have a quote.
Okay.
I got a question.
He has a question. He either has a
Let's
question or a
open with
quote.
that.
If you
I
don't
got-
know,
I
now
got
you know.
Last minute questions. Okay.
Let's open with that. Let's do
Okay,
that.
Last
and
minute
Nico,
questions.
what do you want to like pull a word off your sheet there?
Balance.
No,
Balance.
balance. Wow. Okay, so peace. We're gonna start off with
Peace, questions, and balance.
with Chrissy, and he's gonna tell us right now with the
just
question
something-
and balance. I like
This
that.
is fun. This is something about.
So let's not intersect each other when we speak. Let's do one at a time. Go ahead.
Listen to the
Schmeck.
Wow. Okay. Wasn't
Yeah,
expecting that.
Go ahead.
What's your funniest memory with your brothers?
That's a great question. Who asked that question?
Jill,
Shout out, Joe.
Shout out, Jill.
Great question.
number one fan.
Number one fan.
That's a good one.
Jilly's- Who wants to go first?
I'm trying to think.
trying to think too.
I'm trying to think.
All right, I already know it.
tried to
I got
get
it.
one geared up.
You got it? Is this
All
in
right,
Mexico?
We were no.
Okay.
I'm gonna save.
Save that.
Mexico.
We'll talk about that later. Go ahead.
Okay, when we went to Florida for Christmas, and
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
for Christmas, but we stayed until New Year's,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then we ran outside in our boxers. We ran around with pots and pans, smacking them,
yeah.
and
Smacking 'em,
we got
yeah.
the cops called on us. Little bit of a New
I
York.
remember that.
They couldn't handle the New York.
We wanted to
down
have
there.
the hype of New Year's.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think we poured like cold water on our heads.
Yeah, we like what were we?
What a
even
great
thinking?
idea! And then we
Yeah.
ran around the resort, smacking pots and pans
In
and
our
screaming.
underwear. Yeah, I remember.
Who calls the cops? It's New Year's. What do they think we're
Come
doing?
on now, come on.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Whoever did that,
That was
Not
a
how we
good
doing
time.
like.
unbelievable. But yeah, I remember my little chubby self running around that pole. I was like,
We had our. Hey, don't do yourself like that. Come on. We were in our Guitar Hero boxers that got us.
I don't remember that.
Wow,
much.
that's a memory.
Shout out Guitar Hero.
That's a freaking memory.
I don't remember that much, bro. Okay.
Okay, I'm.
What else?
trying
What
to
do you
think.
got?
Funniest, like, might have happened more recently than not recently.
Fair.
But what?
What
But what you're telling me right now?
What do you want?
That time that happened when those things and the people were all around?
Was there people or
Man,
no
why
people?
can't I think of crazy? We have definitely been in crazy, unprecedented situations. Why can't I think of one?
I'm not sure.
The situation you are seeking is very long time ago. You must think now.
I remember. You remember the time that we were all eating dinner, and you had the bottle, and you spun it, and Dad was like, "James, don't do it. Don't do it." Boom. Popped it. Damn it!
Where was
You
that?
see that? There's a dent in the ceiling.
Oh, I remember. Was that here?
Yeah. It was
I
here.
remember.
Oh man,
You remember
that's
that?
great. Yeah, I do.
A lot of funny memories around Dad, for
Oh
sure.
man.
That-
Oh.
All right, here's another question, real quick. Just a funny one.
Moving
Just
on.
to
Give
have a little fun. Have a little fun here. If animals could talk, which would be the rudest? Which would be the most unhowy doing? Like, my dog.
What would be the rudest animal? I got a good one. It's just gotta come to me.
Chimpanzee? No.
I'm thinking
Maybe.
of an animal that just
A
has
rude
no
one.
Like a
regard.
rude one.
No
Yeah.
regard for anything.
Pelican.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, you don't get Chrissy started.
Oh.
now. Here we go.
You can eat that?
You, you could have named any. You could name any
Yeah.
bird in the book. Chrissy'd be
I
on,
feel like a
on your
pelican would
side.
just be a vet and just not a smart person. Just kind of just like
Pretty.
ditzy. Can I eat that? Can I have some of that?
I'm gonna
It's
eat
like,
some.
no. Figure it out. You know?
Oh man.
I would probably say like an orangutan.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
I feel like
definitely
that
an
thing would
orangutan.
just be like all over
The ones
you,
with
just like,
the-
hey,
the
you know?
I'll mess you up.
No, yeah. I'll do something to you.
Well, on the
Yeah.
bright side, the juxtaposition to that, I would say pandas probably have the best personalities or attitudes because all they want to do is just chill out.
panda.
Pandas would be cool. But
Yeah.
you know what animal has like no regard? A hippopotamus.
Yeah.
They just
Hippopotamus is kind of sexy.
hey now.
You know when they come,
You ever seen
they come
Madagascar?
slowly.
them big. I like 'em. Okay.
What's going on there, big boy?
That's what I was thinking of. Like, that guy had no regard. He was just all about
Hey,
it.
he was. He did. Madagascar could teach you a few things
Or,
about
or
animals.
like a
They really can. It's the second time we've mentioned Madagascar.
you know
on
what?
the
Sharks.
podcast.
Sharks probably have shitty attitudes. Just think they could come on our beaches over here and just do whatever they want.
Man, that's
Then there's
terrible.
everybody that loves sharks. Oh, I love sharks. I love shark. Why? Sharks don't love you.
Who?
Who?
Ho, ho, ho.
Shark Week is $1 million
Yeah,
production
but they
around
don't
it.
love sharks.
People love sharks.
They love seeing sharks.
You know what?
That when they're not.
that shark.
really
Really
in front of them.
you whole. Don't love that shark.
How about this? A wood-
Hold the door for the shark, but
Oh.
that's it.
Yeah, because they have doors.
There's
They
doors
do.
in the
They do.
ocean.
There's
It's
doors.
called schools and seaweed. Schools of fish and seaweed.
Sure thing. Woodpeckers.
Woodpeckers just pecking away at the trees all day.
Just
like,
no
wake
regard.
up.
No regard for anyone.
anybody. Yeah.
No.
anyone sleeping or anything sleeping. I'm
Just
bummed.
always just making
think-
making noise, playing that music.
You know what? To change this up a bit, I think an owl would be like a
Very
dancing gypsy. You ever see one of those owls? Like,
I'm gonna turn my head 360. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
but no, owls are filled with wisdom. They actually represent wisdom.
Yeah, owls are definitely like very humble. How many licks did it dip in a Tootsie Pop?
Yeah, that's how it goes.
1,
How many?
2. I don't know. It can vary.
A dozen.
Any more questions,
A baker's
or
dozen.
should we keep it moving along now? How
I
we
think
doing?
we keep it
Podcast
pushing. We didn't
episode
get- we didn't get
26.
Great questions this week. They were late.
No, they were good
last
questions.
minute.
They're good questions.
No, I know.
Those questions just came in just
The
now?
ones that I got are good, but I'm just saying, like, we didn't get a lot.
Yeah.
And I just put it out late. I was trying to get some questions.
That's all right.
You know, because I wanted to answer the people, and I love the people, and I want the people to keep
We love the
being
people.
engaged and keep watching the pod because we
Yeah, man.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
We serve the people.
Merch is coming soon, promise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. We're
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it. We're doing it.
And
Big
that's gonna end Chrissy's questions, and now we're gonna throw it over to
Giacomo's notes. Notes.
Oh man,
Can't wait until we get a
Sorry,
soundboard.
sorry.
Definitely
Did
said
not
that.
I think I
Well.
yelled. That was way too loud.
yeah, that was really loud.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Okay,
get
let's
to
go-
the
let's do it.
let's get to the message.
Okay, let's get to the meat and the potatoes.
Wake up, dial in,
All right,
pay
all right,
attention,
Here
pay
we
attention.
go.
How
Here we
doing?
go. Get ready right now. Bring in the energy right now. Right now. By the way, I'm just really excited. Honestly, man, I've been feeling super blessed. Feeling really grateful for life.
I'm with you on
Hallelujah.
that. I'm with you
And
on that.
the How We Doing podcast has definitely helped that tremendous amount.
Has.
You know, even with between conversating, I'm just talking to everyone.
I noticed that.
Everyone. I walk into the gym, I'm talking to everyone there. If I'm not talking to them, they're either getting a high five or a handshake. It's one or the other. Pound it. It's happening.
Still haven't got my how we doing high five. I'm waiting
Wow.
for a special moment.
You got it. You got to initiate.
Oh, give me a high five.
Hey, oh,
How we doing?
ready? Hold on.
Gooch.
We're gonna give you the juice in a second, but you might want to hear this. Went into Starbucks today, and I was like, she's like, "How can I help you?" Just put my hand up, and then she was like, "I was like, how are you doing today?" She was like, "Doing better now after you gave me that."
So-
Whoa!
Hold on. Let's break this down. You walk up to this barista at Starbucks. Don't say a word. Just
Yeah, I was like, and how are you? Like as I gave her the high five, I was like, and how are you
It's
doing?
like no
today?
conversation until you give me a high five.
Yeah.
You want to help me? You want to get to the next customer? You got to give me a how we doing high five.
How we doing high five? And I got that how we doing high five, and then she felt better after she received it.
Made her day better.
So this is what's happening, boys. We're just constantly
Delight.
How we doing things.
How we doing things? Do the how we doing thing. That is the new message for you.
Go.
Do the how we
Go.
doing thing.
Go.
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 How we doing? Go.
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 So what I think is
what are we
important.
going?
What I think is important that just like this kind of just segues nicely right into that is protecting your peace. If you don't protect your peace, you're not going to be able to have as much fun as I'm having right now.
Yeah, it starts with you.
It starts with you.
Well,
it does.
It's something we've spoke about it a little bit, but it's tonight's message, tonight's conversation, right? So, I think if you do that, you can really it leads to those other things, right?
Yeah.
It helps that none of that darkness or negativity get in the way.
Right. And look, we've said this in many ways, but the less friction you have in your life, the more time you're going to walk around with a smile. Scientifically, the more endorphins that are engaged, and it probably
Smile.
really equals a just a better, more peaceful life, and that is a big part of it. Not everybody's always going to just go with the grain of your direction. They're gonna work against you, right?
Yeah.
And you have to protect your peace. You have to take in what we're receiving. And we talk about this on the pod. It's about humility. Humility is an important piece to even finding peace, let alone protecting peace.
Yeah,
No pun
I think
intended.
in order to protect your peace, you need to really differentiate yourself.
You do,
Right.
Because not everybody does that.
Exactly. You need to go against the grain sometimes in order to find your peace. Because
Yeah, that'll give you that
let's face it,
advantage.
if peace was easy to find and everybody had it, this world would be a lot different.
Yeah, it'd be a different place. So the message that I'm trying to drive home. Well, Nico, you have anything
Well,
on
what
that?
I was gonna add is, like, it's one of those. What are we gonna call it? Those non-tangible muscles that we're trying to flex, right?
Yes.
These practices that
Yes.
we talk about on this pod, right? And like life, if you don't know by now, you're gonna find out. Life's always gonna throw you hills and valleys and trials and tribulations.
Mhm.
And if you can, we don't even have it mastered, right? It's just a practice, trying to protect your peace.
That's what it is. It's a
So if
practice.
you're mindful of it, you can try to apply that by having a little humility, patience, care, love, and respect. It can. You're gonna make your way through those hills and valleys a lot more efficiently and with less draining or stress on your mind,
Less
and
friction.
it'll lead to more of a how we doing like community and lifestyle.
Yeah, and that's what you got to focus on. You got to focus on getting around any type of stress factor. I just want to reflect for a second. I ran into a friend today, and they were having a very hard time. I was able, because I have peace within me, right? Well, we all do, but I've been trying to really practice that.
Trying to harness that.
Yeah,
more,
because the first action that I have is care, love, respect for all. I don't care if I see somebody upset, pissed off, whatever. They're passing me, they're getting a nod. How you doing? That's important, because you do that type of kindness somebody can't deny. And even if they do deny it, they're denying it with silence. They're not able to fight it. This is something, and coming from like
That'll stay in their head,
right,
no matter what.
right, and
they're
this
gonna
is,
want to itch that later.
Like
Yeah.
forever, for how long it takes or how long it's there
Mhm.
is up to the person, but it's going to be there.
yeah,
That's
as
right.
long as they're
That's right.
seeing that people are being nice to them, and you can't fight that. And this is coming now from a practice standpoint. This is not coming from like an opinion standpoint. Like I'm saying, this is what I think. This is what I'm experiencing. I'm noticing that is even the person that's really not having a good day and doesn't want to talk about it and is being mean about it. Just internalizing it the way they're internalizing it. I notice that that's how people are responding. So with that said, I digress. I digress.
Yeah, well, you
But-
kind of mentioned it earlier. Like you kind of told us the more specifics, but we want to keep it a little broad. But basically, with your piece, you kind of made him take that step back and say,
Yeah.
"Oh, wow," and then you ended up kind of helping him along the way
in
with what he was dealing with on today.
Yeah.
in today's
exactly
stress.
And I was really happy to be a helping hand. You know, he had the way he was feeling. I was able to know, and we then spoke about it, and it felt really nice to help him because, you know, at the end of it all, I think he walked away with some of the peace I was able to bring him. And, you
Yeah.
know, so you guys know, we talk about being the light of your day, and that's exactly how you do that. You're delivering light. That there's many ways to deliver light to somebody. Being kind,
Yeah.
having peace, and trying to handle situations peacefully. And the people that you feel comfortable, showing them love. And there's levels to love. So being the light in people's day is very important.
Yeah.
You got to shine a light inside.
Electricity travels, right? So be the light and keep lighting fuses.
Be a
keep going down
conductor
line, be a
of the
conductor.
light.
It's quite literally
Yeah,
like you are doing that.
Right, because
Yeah,
that's the start.
Yeah,
That's the start right there.
Yeah.
If you didn't react the way you did, and you know, let him know, like you know, I'm here for you, man. Like, you know, I want you to be good.
Yeah.
You know,
I got love for
be
you,
the
bro.
light. You know, that maybe
Could have ended
was
differently.
right, and then maybe that was what he needed to
Definitely was.
get some of that stress out. And you know, like if it wasn't for you, hey, maybe he'd still be dealing with some of that stuff.
Yeah, and it was definitely clear to me towards the end of the conversation that the people that he sees on a more frequent basis, he didn't have the opportunity to do that with them.
Yeah.
Or if he did, he clearly wasn't getting the right advice, because if he was, or if he's getting the right nurturing, there's many ways you could deal with stress, right? If he was, he would have never wound up
Yeah, it wouldn't have been
talking to me.
with you. Yeah, that's
So-
what that's what we're here to do, right? Help others, whether it's people
Yeah.
you know or not. And that's another story of just like kind of like examples of what we're trying to do with our How We Doing culture. You know,
Yeah, and if I could express another story, I don't mean to take up a bunch of space here.
Jocko's story time.
But we're going, right? So I had to pick up my phone the other day. Just got a new phone, by the way. iPhone 14 Pro Max is pretty dope. So if you're in the market for a phone,
Pretty cool. Check
Go
it
for
out.
it.
Use code How We Doing. Apple.
Yeah.
20% donation towards our
Just
pod.
try.
What?
It. Who knows? It might
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
So I go into Verizon, and guy approaches me. He's like, "How may I help you?" I'm like, "How you feeling today?" He's like,
so good.
"Honestly, man, not that good." Oof. I was like, "All right." So on a scale of 1 to 10, you're not doing all right. He's like, "No, man."
If you're not above 5, you're doing bad.
So then I was like, all right. Well, you know, this is my situation. You know, I didn't want to all of a sudden start coming off the wrong way to him. So I'm like, X, Y, and Z. This, you know, I'm trying to. My phone was a trade-in, so I had to trade it in. And after we spoke, and he looked up my account, he told me that I had to ship it in. Whatever. At the end of the day, he helped me. And then when I was done, I was putting my phone back in my pocket, and I turned to him and I said, "Hey, look, listen. I know you don't know me, and I don't know you.
Good opener.
But you seem like you have a unique part of yourself. And if you let whatever is getting under your skin get under your skin, you're not only depriving yourself, but you're depriving others of what you have to offer. You are worthy. You are great. And you have some power inside of you. Just right now, it feels a little bit dim, but just know this: that you're going to get through whatever this is. And when you come out on the other side, you're going to be all right."
You're going to thank How We Doing.
Right. But you know, I just told him, like, from a standpoint, like, it's gonna be all right.
He
you know,
needed to hear that.
and at the end of it, he gave me a smirk. So I know that I definitely affected his day.
That's
It's
what we
just
do.
a general reminder, you know, like, you can look back on that. That might have been the hardest day he's had in months. We don't know.
We don't know.
But months after, he might look back and say, like, I don't know, that guy, like, didn't know me, didn't have to say any more than what we talked about with his phone and me
Thank you.
helping
Goodbye.
him.
Yeah.
But, like, it just reminds me, like, there's good people out there.
Who else is
you
doing
know?
that?
Like, I should, like, go above and beyond and help people that I don't necessarily know. Because there's good people like that, and the way it's a good reminder for me and inspirational for me, I could be for someone else that I don't know or do know.
Because not everybody's able to protect their peace or even be mindful of that, because the stresses of life takes over, and then you wind up in a place where it's far too dark to find a light. So, what I want to bring to everybody's attention is protecting their peace, being mindful of how we're treating others. If if you're having a good day and somebody else is having a bad day, it's like your responsibility to honestly help them have a good day. Having a good day is a gift. We're all in the same boat of pain, right? And we all deal with these stresses, the things that happen, because it's just life. There's nothing you could do about it. It's there. It's not going anywhere.
Ship afloat,
you have to keep it afloat. And if you're not working together, you find yourself sinking. So if you're having a bad day, know that it's going to be all right. If you're having a good day, be sure to help the people that are having a bad day.
Yeah.
And if you're not having a good day, seek for the hope that somebody will want to help.
Yeah. And don't label it a bad day. It could turn out to be a better day than you thought.
Yeah. And I know we're coming to the end of my segment. So everybody, I like to, and this is from the How We Doin' pod, want to make sure that everybody is doing good. We care about the people that are watching this podcast. We're not just saying that. We look forward to the point of where we get to people to really call us, message us.
Yeah, man.
Let us know how you're actually doing. You're having a bad day, and you need somebody to talk to. We're not opening up hotlines, but like, hey, look, we want to hear about it. We want to be able to express our care.
Yeah, maybe we'll get a How We Doing hotline. But I was going to say this earlier.
Pretty cool.
You never know. But when you were saying, that the guy, your friend, right?
Yeah,
he was a friend.
He was a friend of mine. Yeah,
so
he is a friend of mine.
He winded up kind of opening up to you, and I thought like that's something maybe you would talk to your parents about, sibling, someone close to you. And we said this, right? Like when it really gets tough, how many numbers you got in your phone that you could call and you could talk to those people? Like, yeah, man. But we're here, right?
Yeah.
Like we're a judgment-free zone. We're all about love.
And
So eventually, maybe we could get there. Where because it kind of happened right there. I mean, yeah, you're friends with the guy, but like, hey, I'm going through this, like this and that, and then even the way you said to that guy at the Verizon store, like that's power, and that we gotta lift each other up, man.
Yeah,
that's what we're here to do.
Yeah, continue to lift each other up, and look, know this, that what you're going through, somebody else was going through at one point, and if they didn't, they're definitely going to at some point, and it's important to realize that it's not why me, why did this happen to me? No, it's it's kind of happening to all of us. So really try to focus on protecting your peace, and don't get down on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Get up, try again. It sounds cliche, but it's literally the truth. And lean on somebody in the process, because that's the most healthiest way.
Nobody's better at being you than you.
Boom.
How we doing?
How we doing?
Agreed. Yeah,
So-
protect the peace to create peace.
It's the only way to make
Create
peace.
in other people's
Chrissy
lives.
quote.
That's me.
Yeah. Chrissy Close. Delivering it to you. That is that. Bingo bango.
Round of applause.
Good segment, Jock.
Thank you, sir. And should I smish me?
You could schmab it on.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle in your seatbelts, for we are about to enter the last segment of the show. As he would say, your favorite segment of the show. Nico's Notes.
No. Great intro. Appreciate it. Feeling lots of love going around this table. What do you hear? What do you say? Welcome back to another edition of Nico's Notes, baby. How we doing?
Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you. All right. We made it. You made it this far.
Glad to be
You
back.
made it this far.
We're
Glad
back.
to be back.
Yeah.
great vibes this episode. I'm feeling the vibes. You know why? We got off to an early start. We got off to an
Doing
early
all right.
start. How we doing? Pod's not getting the back end of our energy. It's getting the front end, and it's good.
We're on the forehead, baby.
We're on the forehead. Smack it on your forehead right now. Smack it. Do it.
I don't
Slap
do
it on your forehead.
I'm on the forehead though.
All right. Listen, I got something I heard that
You got juice freshly squeezed.
Tom Hanks said this in an interview.
Shout out Tom.
This is something you could slap on your forehead. Everything we say on this podcast, by the way, you could slap it on your forehead and it'll help you out in some way. But and I've said this before, but I want on the pod, but this is going to be our main
Reoccurring pod theme here.
main segment here. A lot of the things we say are repeated, but we go
Overlap.
take deeper dives is what we do.
Deeper.
So it's pretty simple. He says, and you've probably heard this before. He says, "This too shall pass." Right, and then he says examples. You're thriving. You're making the most money you're making. Your family life is good. You're happy. This too shall pass. So to be aware of that. Or you're broke. Your girlfriend's giving you stress. You're not happy. Yada yada. You lost your job. Whatever.
Family troubles.
Yeah, this too shall pass, right? So basically what it gets at is that, you don't want to get too high with the highs and you don't want to get too low with the lows because, basically projecting there's a balance. And to say that quote kind of keeps you humbled, can keep your mindset at the right level to say, I'm going to get through this and then and being okay with it, being okay when you're down in the rough and when you're up high in the sky, right?
Yeah, type of thing, yeah.
And I noticed that too at one point where it's like you feel so good and then you kind of get like weary of it or like anxious about it because you're going to go back down, right? But it's like be comfortable with that because you can't have the highs without the lows, you can't have the lows without the highs, and
Yeah. Let the good times roll, let the bad times roll.
let the good times roll.
Oh, baby, let the bad times roll.
I'll be doing original songs, baby.
Baby.
Oh. Yeah, well, that kind of ties back into your quote from a couple episodes ago. Be happy but never satisfied.
Leave the quotes to me.
Live
huh?
by that.
Yeah, so right when you're up high in the sky,
It
when
does.
you're up high in the sky, you completely besmudged my quote that episode. But
I did.
Whatever.
don't be satisfied.
Well, at least I'm talking about it now.
yeah,
but no,
because
it-
my quotes are coming along, aren't
No,
they?
but it really relates to what you just said.
How do they correspond,
You know?
Chrissy, in the obtuse way
They
of an angle?
correspond because the conjuncture of an obtuse conjuncture is just flabbergastedly
You just said
blasphemous.
conjuncture twice.
I know.
All right, you got
Well,
anything
okay,
on that,
all right.
Giacomo? Moving on.
Wait.
Go ahead.
No, because like, be happy in the moment, but know that, it's something's coming. You got to be ready for it.
Yeah, it's like just
And it may
having a
not come.
balance to
It
that.
may not come.
It
You don't know.
Yeah.
You can't live your life in fear.
You see, I try to stay right in the middle.
gotta
Because
take
in
the
the middle, you
punches.
got your state of mind. You're good. If you go up a little bit, you go up, but not too high, because then you're gonna.
Yeah, but you
But-
go down too.
You know what? That's
You go
just
down.
that's one of the crazy things of life, and it's one of the beautiful things. It's just you got to enjoy the journey.
It's
You're
crazy
along for the
beautiful.
ride, and enjoy every day.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that just made me think. I want to get up at like 4 a.m. every day.
All right,
just like-
tomorrow,
Just like hear the birds chirp in the morning. Just sit outside.
sit outside.
It's a very special hour.
Yeah, because people aren't up. A lot of
When
people
does
aren't
sun?
up at that
yeah.
time.
When does sunrise? Changes.
I don't care about that so
I
much.
think it's a little bit closer to 6, between 5:30 and 6.
Yeah, we know a little bit about that.
Something
Staying up
like
way
a
too
bit.
late.
Yep.
Get up at 5:30 tomorrow.
Might be more, like 5.
All right, let's wake up 5:30 tomorrow. We'll come down
Let's
here.
go to
We'll
the
do,
gym.
we'll do episode 27. You guys want to go to the gym tomorrow?
Let's go to the gym tomorrow morning.
See how we doing ambition for you right now. Here
How
it comes.
we doing?
What are we?
Go.
What are we hitting?
Wait,
We're
hold
not
on.
hitting snacks after this. I'll tell you that
Nah,
much.
Nico Cristo fasts.
Yeah.
That's right. I guess I'm eating alone. I'm eating
I know. I literally thought that too. I was like, Jim's gonna be eating by himself tonight.
my schedule's all thrown out of whack anyway.
Go ahead, but let's get back to that. Then we'll talk about our what we're working out.
So,
we're
you
not
know,
going to the gym tomorrow.
it's
No, maybe we will. I'm down.
we'll see.
Go.
But
How would you go?
So I think that it's really important to know that fact, not only because that is exactly what's going to happen, but it does help you create a balance. It does keep you on your toes, but it also does the other profound thing, and that's keep you humble. And that is, honestly, that is the key to the door. That is the key to the door.
To the light.
To the light. And really, and because, it all just kind of starts with that. Care starts with being humble, starts with humility. Love starts with humility.
Yep.
Respect for others in hard situations starts with humility.
Yeah.
So if you're not guiding with that piece, you're never going to be able to understand what you're basically saying. So if the viewers want to understand that, it takes a little bit of humility to realize that, you're going to have good times, you're going to have bad times, and they're going to come, and they're going to come hard, and they're going to be great, and they're going to be bad. But really, it's about how you internalize something that determines whether it's going to be all that bad, or all that good, even.
Yeah, I mean, some things happen, right? And like I said, I'm not going to ask why anymore. Why me? Why this? Some things happen, right? Because I think I'm a believer in everything happens for a reason. And, time could pass, and then you could look back and maybe see, it could be like a couple months, could be years, whatever. And then you could see, like, this was a bad, I perceive this as a bad experience or a low time in my life, but what it led to was so much greater. So looking back, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, and what could help with that is now like, all right, well, this too shall pass. So I know that I'm experiencing some tough times, but it's not going to always be that bad. Okay, that's awesome. Now, when you're experiencing that great time, it gives you the opportunity to be grateful. Oh, wow, that's great. I received this, or I experienced this. Like, how incredible that is that I'm experiencing this, because you know that in order for you to receive that, there's a bunch of other people that had received or experienced something that's not so great.
Yeah, and you won't get too high on your horse about it. It'll keep you humble, right? And that's why it was profound hearing it from Tom Hanks. He was, I don't know what that interview was, but it was like him with a bunch of other actors and celebrities, and they're just talking about things along those lines. And to hear that from someone like Tom Hanks, who's one of the biggest movie stars we have seen, this too shall pass. Even with all that success, to have that mindset can keep you humble, and it's just I've said that to my friends all the time. This too shall pass, and I've said it to myself, and it helps. You can find that balance.
Yeah, powerful. That's a powerful message.
So, episode 26.
Episode 26.
We're on the sticks. I mean, I think we sent some great vibes, some great energy, and some great messages tonight to all our How We Doiners. We hope to hear from you guys more, whether it's in the chat, comments, emails, questions, Instagram, whatever it is. So that's it for Nico's notes, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna pass it over to my brothers on my right.
Thanks, Nico. Good notes.
You're welcome.
Outstanding notes.
Banging notes.
Yeah, good episode, boys. I think we did a swell job. I think we had some
Splendid.
some really deep, heavy, relatable stuff in there. Hope you guys think so too.
Let us know.
I got two more things for you too.
All right, just make it quick.
Little words of encouragement, just stuff. Yeah, it's a little quickie.
Go ahead.
So I would say just make the best of your days. Try to make the best of your days.
Yeah, man.
No matter what you're doing, if your job sucks, if you're got in a car accident, I mean, it's tough. It is tough.
Yeah.
Life is tough. It's not easy. Not everything's going to go according to plan. And you just got to be prepared for it, and you just got to walk around with a smile on your face and just take the punches, duck them, and run with them.
Yeah.
That's it, man. No one's going to stop you but you.
You darn right. That's it.
Yeah,
So look
give
yourself
up.
in the mirror every day and smile.
Can't stop the How We Doing podcast.
And also one more thing I would like to say.
Go.
Just a little something. Don't walk around with floppy ears, like a basset hound. You know, walk around with the pointy ears.
Ears up.
Make sure your ears are up.
Oh, ears up.
God
Ears
gave
up.
you one mouth and 2 ears. So
Right.
listen more than you speak.
All right, that's like that's like
Listen to the
someone.
pod.
That's like when
Rather.
you're opening the door and someone doesn't acknowledge you, right? And they just walk in. That's their ears down,
Yeah.
right? Ears
Call him a
up,
basset hound next
ears
time.
up. They're prepped up. They're like, thank you, I love you.
Can you open the door again?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
be a
real good.
pointy eared dog. That's what I would say.
Be a
also.
pointy eared
Like
dog.
a German Shepherd or a Doberman.
German Shepherd. Yeah, don't be a floppy ears. But if you got floppy ears, put them up every once in a while.
Yeah, it's okay to be a cute little pooch,
It's okay
too.
because
but,
we all got floppy ears sometimes.
So it gets a little floppy
But
here and
keep
there,
'em-
but
keep
what are you
'em
going to
up.
do?
Keep them up.
Keep 'em up.
All right, man.
Bingo bango.
That's it.
Loving the process.
Yeah.
Grateful to be here.
Yeah.
How we doing, love? How we doing, go? How we doing? What's the other one we just came up with? How we doing things? And that's
do
what
the
we're
how
here
we
for.
Do the how we doing thing.
Do the how we doing things. How we feeling? Experiment. Hold the door. How we doing? High
How we
five.
doing do?
What would
how we doing do?
What would how we do?
Yeah, you know what we say to each other sometimes. That's not very how we doing like of you. And then it's kind of like, oh, you're right. I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Take it back to the 90s. I'm out. You guys can finish the episode if you want, but I'm going.
Thank goodness.
I got some things to take care of. I'll see you guys next week.
All right,
Thanks
this
for tuning
is
in.
something profound. This never has happened before.
Nah,
Nico is
never
about to
walking out on
leave
the pod.
the
Never walking
podcast.
out. We got anything else? Or
All
was
right,
that it?
all right. Just one more thing.
Go. Ready?
What I just want to basically say is that we love you. We want you. This is a movement. We are not going to stop. We're going to keep on going. We're going to keep on progressing in this direction of positivity in a time where there is not a lot of light and people are about status and people are more concerned about themselves than they are about others. And we're trying to bring everybody back because, like floating balloons, we're starting to lose ourselves. So be sure to tune into the How We Doing pod,
Holy cow.
okay? And catch some of this because this energy is what you need. We're the light of your day in every way, delivering you the message, delivering the vibes, being the vibes, be the vibe. That is powerful. Be the vibe, and then find the power within yourself because you are unique and you really do have something to offer. So do the damn thing.
What you want,
2,
baby, you got it.
How
It's
we
got-
doing,
baby.
baby?
Wait. What
Yeah,
was
do
you-
what you're gonna do. Maybe it was good.
What you want?
What you want? How we doing? Got it.
What you need?
The podcast is coming.
Podcast now. Podcast, yeah.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks, y'all. Over.
Thanks for watching.
10-4.
See you later.
Peace.